Bye. Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Riley. I'm a full-time reseller. I resell anything and everything, but I mainly resell clothing for a living. I do it full-time. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am in the process of moving, which I felt like I only had to announce once on YouTube and once on Instagram. But moving doesn't take, 5 days. It takes like a month. So I keep having to like tell you guys I'm moving because, I don't know, it's just, sets the tone, I guess, because should I be bringing all this stuff home in the process of moving when 75% of my stuff is in storage? Maybe, maybe not. However, like I said, reselling does not stop. And if I take a break in like sourcing and buying and I'm selling more than what I'm bringing in, it's really going to bite me like 6-7 months from now. Because I always say this, but what you buy to resell today, you're not going to see the profit from that for probably a few months. Unless you're like somebody who does like really quick flips, like electronics, stuff like that, really collectible things. But when it comes to clothing, what I buy today, I don't get rewarded for that until a few months out. So that was definitely a mute point for the video, wasn't it? Alright you guys, I've been doing a lot of Thrift with me's also, so if you guys like Thrift with me videos where I'm actually taking you to the thrift store with me and I'm filming what I find, I mean for the most part, I have 3 of those videos that should already be uploaded right now if you want to go check out my channel. I would like do the whole, like where I put the little thumbnail and you guys can click it, but I'm really lazy when it comes to doing YouTube videos and I just like to upload it, do a little quick edits, and then I'm done. So anyway, go check that out if you guys want to see Thrift with me videos. There are a few things on here that you guys, if you have already watched my Thrift with me videos, you might be like, oh, I already saw that one. There are certain pieces that I've been sitting on for like a week, but I saved them because I knew I wanted them to be in a video. I'm going to do things backwards today, and I'm going to show you guys the men's clothing first. This is actually, these 2 are not men's clothing. You know what? I'm going to show you my accessories first while I'm at it, which I normally don't show you guys my accessories or my shoes in the hauls just because it's kind of a pain in the butt. So this is a really cool 1980s belt. It's like a see-through plastic, but it has these awesome, I think these are like Cougars. Oh no, these are Jaguars. So really cool 1980s. And then this was in the same store. So I'm guessing it's maybe also 1980s. Maybe it's from the same person. A leather belt. This one has like a lizard, a ram. Oh, that's a snake and a turtle. There's a ram, isn't there? No, there's not a ram. Okay, I lied. There's a cute little bunny though. Honestly, I think for this belt, I'm going to ask like 25 because it's like special vintage. And this one, I'm probably also going to ask 25. I don't have a problem moving belts. And believe it or not, I moved them on Poshmark way faster than I moved them on eBay, which is weird because, people who buying a belt are paying like $7 to ship it to them. Where on eBay, I offer free shipping. So, I don't know. Belts are more popular for me on Poshmark. This one is really cool. I'm so excited about this. This is a... I want to say like 1960s, possibly 1970s. Maybe it is actually 1970s. Wooden purse. So it has this canvas, but actually I thought it had wood going through the inside too. No, but it has this really nice sturdy canvas and these beautiful jeweled birds on it. So there is a bit of discoloration, which honestly I might be able to put like a setting, or not a setting spray, a spray on this, let it set, and then wash it off with a baby wipe. I'll try it, but either way, if I can't get off the discoloration, I think I'll still be able to get like $40 or $50 for this piece because it's special. Obviously, like 1960s, 1970s purses are not hard to find. I find them quite a bit, and I used to pick them up a lot until I realized like I was sitting on them for a long time, but this is a special one. This is my favorite piece. This is my favorite piece from the entire haul. This is one of the oldest purses that I've ever found. This is actually a coin bag. Maybe not even a coin bag. There's a name for these. This is Victorian. Okay. This could be very late Victorian or very early Edwardian. I'm not going to go into detail with the dating. Just know that Edwardian is like from 1901 to 1910 or something like that. And Victorian is, Victorian's like a whole century almost. Either way, I'll list it as both in case somebody's like tag searching Victorian. So this is a very delicate silk bag with, what do you call it? This is just like a knitting, but it has these really cute butterflies on it. You guys, I want to be really careful with this thing. But how cute is this? I paid $8 for it. So whoever was pricing this at Goodwill, they knew that it was something special and older, because, you know, some people would have looked at this and put like 99 cents on it, or just threw it out and sent it to the Goodwill outlet, because it doesn't look like anything special unless you're somebody who has an eye, not even someone who has an eye for vintage, but like if you're familiar with like antiques, antique fashion, stuff like that. So this piece, I'm probably going to list around like $75 to $80. It's actually, you can find Victorian bags on eBay, like the beaded ones that were very popular, and they produced a lot of them, considering that like this was before like mass production. Like the beaded ones, you can find those on eBay for like 20 bucks all day. So they're not super special, but that one's special because it has the silk and, you know, the ribbons and stuff. So this is a men's Vineyard Vines gingham top. I swear by Vineyard Vines still. I know some people say, you know, it's not worth picking up anymore because it's saturated, but I don't expect to get more than like $20 to $25 a piece out of it, out of like something like this. So it is a good bread and butter brand for me. I think I'm going to list this one at $25 because it's in really nice condition. This one was also in a Thrift With Me video, which you guys might have already seen. It's an Oakley, like dirt bike, or I just call it a riding shirt, which like sounds equestrian, but yeah, you'd wear this like as an underlayer or base layer with, if you're gonna go dirt biking, or, you know, I mean, screw it, if you want to go hiking with it, I don't care. You guys get my point. I find Oakley a lot. I live in West Michigan, and Oakley is really popular around here. I don't usually pick it up unless it's a specialty piece, and this one is, so I'll probably list this one around $25. This one was also in my Thrift With Me, Patagonia men's simple shirt. Patagonia, I don't care what I don't care if it's a pair of underwear, I'll pick it up. I mean, you take that with a grain of salt. Like, I'm just trying to explain to you guys, I always pick up Patagonia, and it never fails me. This is a men's Burberry top. Is this? Yeah, so it's Burberry. Unfortunately, when I find Burberry, I like to find the classic, I think it's called jacquard print. You know, the classic plaids that they have, because if they have the classic plaid, like, you know, people want you to, I shouldn't say people, a lot of people, when they buy a nice brand, they want that status. Like, they want you to see the Louis Vuitton monogram, they want you to see the Burberry plaid. So pieces that are, you couldn't really tell it's Burberry except for the person wearing it, they are harder to sell, and they don't sell for as much. This is a Roots Athletic men's polo. Roots Athletic, that's another brand like Patagonia. I'll pick up pretty much any piece. I think it's a Canadian-based brand. It is a Canadian-based brand. I don't know why I always say I think. I know it's a Canadian-based brand. This is my first time finding this. It's called Wesk, W-E-S-C. So, you guys probably know my stance on looking up labels that I haven't seen before. I'm really lazy about doing that. But if the quality strikes me, or like anywhere that it was made strikes me, or anything on the tag strikes me, I will look it up. So what made me want to look this one up, it says designed in Sweden. You know, Sweden, like a lot of, I mean, it's just, speaking from someone who's from America, like, designed in Sweden, like, that sounds really cool. Anyway, I looked up this brand, and the comps were kind of all over the place, but I think I'll be able to sell this for like $50. So definitely worth looking into that brand if you find it. This is probably one of my, you know, maybe like top 5 pieces that I have in the haul. This is called Icebreaker Merino. This is my first time finding this brand. Okay. I don't know how much it costs new. Used, I'm thinking I'll be able to get like $70 to $75 out of it. Maybe even closer to $100. I just quickly looked it up. And I found some styles that were really up there. So I'm hoping I can get at least $75 out of it. And if I can get more, then that's cool too. This is my first time finding Elliott Lauren. It's just a basic, I want to say this is an olive, is it? No, maybe it's olive. The cardigan, I actually hadn't heard of the brand, but it was 100% linen, so I'm like, I'm going to look it up. And Elliott Lauren is definitely a brand that is worth picking up. Probably going to list that around $25 to $30. This is really cool. I found St. John Collection. And this was at a thrift shop that I had in a Thrift With Me video that was in, like, I don't want to say it's a great town, but it's like a kind of a smaller town. Like, it's not near any big city. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. And then I'm not even going into detail with the town. I was like, ooh, ooh, St. John here. Like, I was not expecting to find it there. So I actually found 2 St. John pieces. This one is a little bit more simple. I think I'm going to list this one because it's a set and it's in great condition. It has that very classic St. John, very heavy garment. St. John garments like this are heavy. Like this thing, I mean, it weighs you down. Probably going to list this one around $65 to $75 because it's a basic color. This is really cool. So this is a 1970s. It reminds me of like an abstract peacock pattern. You guys know me if you've watched my videos. 70s clothing is a dime a dozen. You can find it almost anytime you go to a thrift shop. So I only pick up the specialty pieces. That to me is a specialty piece. This is my first time finding Elizabeth and James, which I don't know much about, but I looked up the comps. I've heard of it before, like through the reseller Instagram grapevine, and I knew it was like a noteworthy brand to look into if I found it. So I looked up the first 5 comps and I was like, worth it. I think I'm going to list that one around 25. This is cool. This is like a Y2K or maybe mid 2000s. Yeah, Disney Hawaiian print, and it has like Goofy, it has Daffy Duck, or no, yeah, Donald Duck, it's Donald Duck. Pluto, I mean, this is really cute, and Y2K 90s Disney, you can't go wrong with it. So I think I'll list this one around $30. This is a Trina Turk dress. You guys know I have a love-hate relationship with Trina Turk because, like, growing up, I thought Trina Turk was, like, as good as it gets. Like, Trina Turk, you go to Palm Springs, they have this beautiful Trina Turk boutique, or not a boutique, store. And I thought, like, Trina Turk was, like, what really, really rich people wore. Because I just grew up, like, lower middle class. And, once I started reselling, I got so excited the first couple of times I found Trina Turk, and then I looked up comps and I was like, why is it selling for like $18? This is like Chanel. And then I learned the hard way. I'm like, oh, okay. I just didn't grow up rich, so I thought Trina Turk was as good as it gets. I'm probably going to list this one. So I still have a weak spot for Trina Turk, even though I sit on it for a while. I'm probably just going to list that one at like $24. So this is my other St. John piece. This is St. John Sport. Which it sells for a little bit less than just regular St. John, obviously, like most branches of high-end brands do. But it has this, I love the color. This is a beautiful royal blue, and it has the St. John zipper. I think I'm going to list this one around, I want to say $70, but maybe that is going a bit high. But I'm going to say 70. This is a Lululemon piece. Like I said before, I live in West Michigan. Lululemon, you know, the Lululemon craze hit us about, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years after it hit California, or wherever the hell it originated from, because I don't know much about it, even though everybody talks about it. So it's rare for me to find Lululemon, so I almost pick up every piece. Over on Instagram, like I see a lot of people out west, and towards the east, I see them picking up, like, having, like, 18 Lululemon things in their cart, and they're like, another Lululemon haul, and I'm like, how? And then I look at their location, and they're, like, either in California, or they're on the East Coast. So the Midwest is, like, we didn't get the Lululemon craze like you guys did, so that's, you know, disappointing. But we do have Patagonia here. Like, I find Patagonia all the time. So there's that. This is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Lee Fair. Am I saying that right? Lee Fair. It sounds really fancy, right? And that's always good. But I looked at the tag and it has my favorite ever. It's 30% mohair. Like I've told you guys, if it even has a sprinkle of mohair, I'll pick it up because people will buy mohair. I don't know what it is about mohair. I have no problem moving it. I didn't look up the brand, so maybe it's a really expensive brand. I don't think it is. But either way, it has mohair. And it sounds fancy. Oh, this is my favorite part of the haul, you guys. You guys know I'm just a spaz for vintage. So this is a beautiful 1960s baby doll dress. Like, think Twiggy. Oh, man, this is... And I know, like, just give me a minute. I'm going to go into the history of... No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Just think, like, in the generation of the 60s, they were born to predominantly very strict, you know, religious parents. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with very strict religious parents. I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying this generation was the generation of, like, peace and hippies and, like, expressing yourself and breaking standards. And, you know, today we're also breaking a lot of standards, but like for the 60s, like this was like for, you know, maybe a teenage, I don't want to say teenage, like maybe a woman in her early 20s, like to wear this, you know, they're breaking the standards of society that were set upon them. And it's just like, it makes me emotional when I find stuff like this, you guys. I if I could resell vintage and nothing else, I would do it, but I don't find enough of it. So anyway, it also is a bigger size, so it's hard for me to find vintage clothing that predates 1980s in bigger sizes. So when I do, I get really excited because this would actually fit me, which is great. Because a lot of the stuff that I buy from the 60s, I can't even fit like a toe into it. Because this is the quintessential 60s baby doll dress, I think I will list that one for $50 to $60. This is also a 1960s dress. So this looks like a midi. Yeah, this is a midi, right? Yeah, that maybe more longer than a midi. I don't know. But it has this beautiful embroidered bib, or not embroidered, beaded bib. Kind of reminds me of Jackie O a little bit. So I think I'll list this one around 30. This one is a bit toned down. This is also a, what is this? Is this 1960s? This is a 1960s, possibly early 1970s. This would just be like a cute little day dress. Maybe not worn around the house. But the pattern's nice and muted. You know, it's not right in your face. A lot of people who buy vintage, they either want the casual vintage stuff that people wore every day, or they want the in-your-face baby doll stuff like this. This is also, I want to say 1960s. But it has this cute lacing. It has this beautiful little embroidery, or not, just when I mess things up, just please bear with me. What do you call this? Like a laddered stitch, whatever. It's not a laddered stitch either. Anyway, this one has a little bit of fabric piling, but I think I'll still be able to get like $30 for it. This one, I should say this vintage stuff was all from one Goodwill. And I've actually found this stuff like 2 weeks ago, but I saved it specifically for a haul video. So this is like a 60s or 70s maybe. Those two eras totally blend in together. Plaid. But this would, I mean, it's like a long like tunic blazer, really cool. I think I could style this well and probably get maybe 25 to 30 out of it. And then this one's another one I was excited about. It's that red, white, and blue. This is another where it reminds me of like Mary Mecco. So this pattern always strikes me as Mary Mecco. But this, I don't know. I think I'll be able to get 40 for this, maybe. This is also, these are all bigger sizes, which is great. I get really excited when I find bigger sizes. For one, I like to have a bigger size range in my vintage closet, which is not always easy to do. For two, I put on some comfort weight, since the pandemic. Like I'm not going to tell you guys how much I put on, but just know that it's getting tight, right? So now I can model these without like having to like suck in and like rubber band my back fat before I put them on. So this is a Madewell new with tags cardigan. I picked it up just because it was new with tags. I think I'll list this one around $25 to $28. This is Peruvian Connection. Unfortunately, you guys, I had the biggest Peruvian Connection jackpot that I've ever had. I want to say like it was sometime in the last month, but I listed them right away because I was really excited to find them. So I didn't have them for a haul. I think I'll list this cardigan around $25 to $30. This is this is Title IX's newer label. So I show you guys a lot of Title IX older labels, and I don't have a problem moving them, but the newer labels do move quicker. I think this is a merino wool blend, bodycon. What, you know what? I'm going to stop trying to guess the styles. Just know that it's Title IX, and I'm going to list it around $28 to $30. This is another brand that I could not find for about 3 years, and then over the past year, I found 4 or 5 pieces. Arata Silent Journey. So this is what their tag looks like. It's very almost there. It's almost like, I can't explain it. The tag just seems cheap, but it's a very, very good brand. And it has this beautiful print at the back. So I think this would be like a tunic or possibly a mini dress tunic. I think I'm going to list this one around $35. I have no problem moving Arata Silent Journey. Moves for me like lickety split. This is Clara Sunwoo. I actually found 2 Clara Sunwoo pieces, but I passed on one of them because it was just a black tank top. And honestly, the quality didn't feel any better than like a $6 Old Navy tank top, to be fair. This piece, I'll probably list around $25 to $30. Clara Sunwoo is a good brand to pick up. Always, depending on the piece. I'm going to start doing a disclaimer at the beginning of my videos saying depending on the piece, because 99% of you guys are understanding and sweet and so supportive, and I literally love you, and every single comment that I get, I'm like, I don't deserve you guys. But there's always that one person who's like, that say, you told me this was a good brand and I can't move it. I'm like, well, just like do your own, like I'm here to help and give you tips, but I also make mistakes, so just cut me a break. If I'm telling you guys, feel free in the comments, if I say I think this is worth 20, I think it's worth 50 or 100, feel free to correct me down below in the comments. Oh, Riley, I can't move that brand, whatever, that's fine. But just please, before you take my 100% word for it, just know that I make mistakes also. And that's why I'm very conservative about I try to be very conservative about my pricing. I also get a lot of people who tell me, you're pricing too low and it's ruining it for the rest of us. I process like hundreds of items a month. Just cut me a break. Okay. This is also a new to me brand. It's called Effie's Heart, and it has this cute little motorcycle on it. So the tag is actually what made me want to look it up. But look at the bottom of this. It's really cute. I don't know what it's made out of. It doesn't feel like anything fancy, but I think it might be an Anthropologie brand because the comps were really good. And by really good, I mean, like, I think I'll list that one around 25 to 30. Anything over $20 to me is really good. So this is a Free People, just the classic charm label. I don't have to, I'm going to stop showing you guys these charm labels because you all know. But they had 4 of these almost exact same like thermals, but 2 of them were just weird stripes, and I couldn't really, this one was the only one that I bought because it had the knot at the bottom, and the other ones were just a little bit too plain. I think I will list this one around $22. And this is also interesting. So I found Driftwood for my first time. I found Driftwood Jeans about, I think it was like in my last haul, actually. Look at this beautiful embroidered back. Very like classic. Just, I mean, this type of embroidery has been around for centuries. So I always like finding embroidery like that with those very classic flowers. I did not know Driftwood made tops. I thought they only made jeans. So I have to look up the comps on this, but it's definitely a brand worth picking up. Ooh, this might be a long haul. Okay. This is a Piranha wool blend dress. I think I'll list this one around $30. I gotta start picking up the pace here, guys. I'm so sorry. I get so thrown off track. So this is a new with tags, Kate Spade, beaded bib. Okay, let me hear. I was so excited. I found this and I was like, oh, cool. That's an easy 50, 60 bucks. It's missing 2 of these bad boys. So what I'm going to do, I think, if I can, oh, am I holding it in the right area? If I can, what I'm going to do, because these 2 are missing, I'm going to probably take this one out and put it here, because then it's symmetrical and there will be 2 missing at the top, but I'll move this one here. Of course, I will note in the listing that it was repaired and the 2 at the top are missing, but I think I'll still be able to get like, 25 out of it. I'm not going to be, when I repair stuff like that and I have to list it as repaired or flawed, I'm not trying to like list it at what it would be worth if it weren't. Like I'm not going to be dishonest. This is a Vansky Fugel. You guys can see that, right? This is really interesting because I looked up the brand and a couple of their pieces sold for like $80, $90, $100. Maybe not 100, but somewhere around like 80. But then some of them were only selling for 14. But I don't know if that's like the older label or what. But I mean, clearly you can tell this is a fancy piece. I think I'm going to try to get about $30 out of this. Okay, now we are moving on. After this, we're moving on to the jeans, which I found a lot of really good pants. This is a Patagonia jacket. You guys know how I feel about Patagonia. Always pick it up. This one's really nice. I think I'll be able to get $50 to $60 out of that, but we'll see. Take that with a grain of salt. I also found this I actually, some of these pants I found like a month ago, but I was literally saving them for you guys. I found a Lafayette 148 pant and suit set. I think I will list this around $50. I found these Athleta, they're not compression, but they're just nice Athleta navy, gray, black contrast, and they have a mesh pants. Now, I bought these for myself, right? And then I brought them home and I tried to put them on, and like I was like literally every single stitch was about to go down my thigh if I would have pulled it up anymore. So I'm like, I used to be a size medium like 2 years ago, but I have been putting on like comfort pandemic weight, okay? So I'm just going to sell them. And I don't have any shame. Like, I don't care. I'm definitely not a medium anymore. So this is Neon Buddha. You guys know how I feel about Neon Buddha. It's almost my favorite brand. Neon Buddha pants sell even quicker than their other pieces. So I think I'll list this one around $25. I'm not going to show you guys all the Lafayette 148. Lafayette, yeah, 148 pants. So I found this pair of Lafayette 148 pants. I found this pair of Lafayette 148. I found, hold on guys, I found this pair of, this was all from the same stop, this pair of new with tags, Lafayette 148. So it says that they had it for $223.98. So this is awesome. I don't know what I'm going to list them for yet, but the new with tags one is definitely a saver. So I found these Ombre Piranha jeans. These Piranha jeans I'm probably going to list around $24. I found this was also on one of my Thrift With Me's. I found this cut from cloth pair of Chrissy Flare jeans. Trying to think. I don't know what I'm going to list them for you. I haven't even looked up the style, but I know that cut from cloth flare does pretty well, it seems like. I found these Eileen Fisher wool blend pants. That's a newer label, Eileen Fisher, I believe. Maybe lounge pants, but you could also just wear them like out. I wear pajamas to the gas station, and I don't care what anyone tells me. I found these Patagonia. I know, you guys, it was a good haul. This is why I saved it for you. Patagonia pants. The only thing I noticed was that this back pocket is starting to fray a little bit at the stitching, which I don't think that's really going to decrease the value that much. I'm going to list that in the noting. I'll probably, oh, Eileen Fisher pants going to list for $25. Patagonia pants going to list for $25. I found, ooh, this is exciting. Piazza Sempione. I think that's Piazza Sempione. It's a high-end Italian, I believe. What is it? I think this is Italian sizing. Pants. I found this brand once and it sold rather quickly. I think I'm going to ask maybe $30 for these. And I also found, this is my first time finding Peruvian Connection pants. And look at this really awesome. This reminds me of like Aztec. Wait, Peruvian Connection. Where is that based off? Okay, not going to go into detail. I think I'm going to list these Peruvian Connection pants for $40 because of the style. And this is the last thing I have to show you guys. So I don't pick up, 70s, 80s, 60s stuff that often. But I'm not even going to show you guys a label. This is a pair of, I want to say 70s, possibly even earlier than 70s. Well, let's find out right now. I'm going to look at the stitching. Nope. These are 70s. 70s pants, beautiful coral, and they're not bell bottoms. They're more just like wide leg, almost wannabe bell bottoms. I think I'm going to list these around $25 to $30, but I'm gonna model them on myself with like a nice 70s top, just to give the buyer that feel. So yeah. Oh, I just put that in the wrong spot. I don't think I have anything else to show you guys. I have a lot of shoes, but this was already a really long video, so I'm not going to show you guys the shoes. I can give you guys a little glimpse into my shoes. So I found these. I just said I'm not going to show you the shoes. I found these Sanuks. Sanuk is a yoga wear brand, but these are like cute little booties. Oh, these were in my last Thrift With Me. They're Patagonia Slippers. Probably going to list those around $20. I found these mini Tonka Is this suede? It must be suede. Now, I find mini Tonka a lot. I paid $6 for those. I usually don't pick up mini Tonka, but these ones are a really cute lace-up style. I found these Allegria, which were also in a thrift with me. I think I'm going to list those around, what am I going to list these at? Maybe 30 bucks. This is my first time finding Rachel Roy shoes. So Rachel Roy clothing does not sell well for me anymore, but look at these shoes. They're almost like, I want to say these were only worn a few times, but I can't prove it. But they have like this studding at the back, this studding look. Probably gonna try to get at least 30 out of those. What do I have here? I have some Chacos. I have some Morel slip-ons. You guys, look at this. I found a pair of Gucci sunglasses, and I'm almost 98% sure they're authentic, but I am gonna try to have them sent to an authentication process. What else do I have here? I found some Jambu. These are not JBU by Jambu. These are Jambu. So JBU is their lower end, and it's not really worth picking up for me. I found these really cool Naote. You guys know Naote. I paid $6 for them because these never fail me. That's a really cute style. I'm going to try to get 45 out of these. And I found, this is awesome. I found 2 pairs of the exact same style, but different color Billy shoes. So these are, I believe these are like, you zip them around your foot. So I don't know if, oh, yep. So the lace is functional, but you zip them around your foot, and they're for, less able-bodied, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I looked up the comps on eBay, and you can sell these for about $25 a piece used. I'm going to bundle them, and probably sell them as a bundle because they're the same size, same style, and probably sell it for around $45 just to make that price sound a little bit better for the buyer. All right. Well, I told you guys I wasn't going to go through the shoes, and that's exactly what I just did. So thank you everybody for watching my really long haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to my Instagram, honey.rags, and I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to my website, honeyragsco.com. I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Happy selling, happy thrifting, and stay safe.